Hey guys, wow, hey, hi, hello, happy new year. It has been a long time since I've uploaded a video. It's probably been 2.5 weeks now since I've put up any content, and I'm gonna keep it pretty short and sweet as to why I went MIA, so to speak, but basically the reason that I did it was that December is a very, very difficult month for me. And if you know my story, you know that this is the month that I lost somebody very important in my life. You know, not in 2016, but it was actually the 5-year anniversary of losing somebody that I really love. And I seem to always think that every December, I'm okay, you know, I can film every day and everything's gonna be fine. And then emotions take over in the later, you know, of the month, and I find that I don't want to turn on the camera, and that I don't want to film, and that I don't want to post pictures, and I honestly would rather snuggle up on my sofa with my puppy and read some comics or watch, you know, New Girl endlessly. And that's what I did. I took off the last 2 weeks of December. I wasn't responding to emails, I was barely posting on Instagram, and I just took that time to myself. And I'm really sorry to those of you that this is now the 2nd year that I've said, you know, that I would complete Vlogmas, and I don't do it. And I can actually tell you from here on out, I don't think I will ever do Vlogmas because December is just not a good month for me. And so aside from, you know, dealing with the emotions of that and my own anxieties, I also got sick 3 freaking times, and each one lasted a week. So first I got food poisoning, and when I get food poisoning, I vomit. I vomit a lot. So it's not just like the unhappy stuff going on in my stomach. I get really sick. I was dealing with a lot of abdominal cramping and stuff where I was just like curled up on my sofa. And then right after that, I got a flu. And then right after that, I thought that my food poisoning had settled, but I guess it hadn't, and it turned into a gastrointestinal virus. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. So, you know, aside from dealing with all the emotions, I did get super sick, and that is why I took December off to myself. And thank you to everybody on Instagram when I was doing my live feeds, or on Twitter, for just being super supportive and understanding, because it is tough. It is really not fun to let people down and let myself down. And but some things you just can't avoid, and this was something I couldn't avoid. So it wasn't that I didn't want to upload, it wasn't that I didn't want to be kicking ass with my gym routine. I couldn't even go to the gym. I could not even go to the gym. I couldn't hold down anything that I was making for myself. So yeah, that is 2016. That is the end of 2016 for me, and now we're in 2017. It is a fresh start. There we go. I hope you guys are understanding of that, and I appreciate it, but I'm back. It's 2017. Things about to get wild. I'm serious, I've made some great resolutions that I'll talk about later. The very last thing I should quickly share with you guys is that I got sick again last night. I had some leftovers of Pad See Ew that Mariana and Omar brought me over the other night, and I went out to Korean barbecue after doing a shoot with EHP Labs. Checked in with both of those people, or I guess like 4 of the people that I went out to eat with, and none of them got food poisoning. But I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning in a sweat, and I started vomiting for 10 minutes. So my right abdomen is feeling pretty shite today, but I'm desperate, absolutely desperate to train. So I'm gonna go downstairs and do some training after I get a little bit of food in my system. I wanna be productive today because I've been productive, but not with vlogging. So I just wanna get it going. But just a warning, if I do get sick again, that's a possibility, and there probably wouldn't be gym footage in those videos, but we're gonna be optimistic. The doctor's gonna call me back soon, and I might go get blood work done, because the fact that I've been throwing up so often just doesn't make sense. And no, not preggers, far from it, can guarantee this, you have my word, not preggers. So anyway, okay, that is that. I'm gonna make some breakfast, and hopefully I will hold it down. Just look at this face. Look at that face. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. Yes, you are. I love you. You're so good. I'm getting ready to go downstairs and train because I'm feeling okay right now, and I have a feeling that when I get to urgent care, they're gonna tell me, don't do any training. But really, I feel fine. It's always at nighttime that this happens, so I'm gonna go knock out my leg workout. There were no hospitals open for me to schedule an appointment, so they were like, well, you need to go to urgent care. So that's what I'm getting ready to do, and we'll find out what's going on. What I wanted this video to be was me taking you again through my full day of eating, my training, my current physique, and basically talking about an 8-week challenge that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to train first. I'll do the talk about, you know, the 8-week series that is going to follow through my lean bulk. But as I told you guys earlier, I have lost a lot of muscle. I already didn't have a lot of muscle to begin with, but once I was doing powerlifting, my quads were poking out more, my delts were showing more. I even had some ab definition, but yeah, this whole injury and now getting sick for the last bit has kind of messed me up. You guys are going to be able to see I've lost a lot of my butt. I lost whatever arm muscle I had. I lost whatever quad muscle I had. Like, any development I had is fucking gone. So as you can see, it's not terrible by any means, but for me, I know what I looked like when I was like 117 pounds, and I loved it. And I was proud of it. Like, I had put in so much work, and I was able to squat 226 pounds and deadlift 226 pounds or 225 pounds. It feels like I took a step back. It's just frustrating when you get sick and it's something out of your control. I am planning to do an 8-week series of a lean bulk to show you guys what realistically can happen in it.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention? In approximately 15 minutes, we'll be dropping the power to the entire building. You will have minimum lighting in common areas. Elevators may not be in service. Please turn off all electronic devices.
They're testing the fire drills in my apartment today, and apparently we're about to lose service. We have to turn off all.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention?
Yeah, you got it.
You will have minimum lighting in common areas. Elevators may not be in service. Please turn off all electronic devices. Thank you for your cooperation.
Like, you're just gonna expect me to turn off my phone? I am livid! Well, I don't even know that I could train now because it's like you have to have a card that buzzes, like it buzzes you in, it's electronic, so I don't want to get locked into the gym. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to do an 8-week lean bulk series. The lean bulk will go on way longer than 8 weeks, but the idea behind it is to give you guys realistic expectations for somebody that has had a lot of muscle loss or is just getting started in the gym. I'm starting from square one, it feels like, and it'll give you an idea of what can really happen in 8 weeks, and you'll probably see it's not going to be very much. If anything, there will be weight gain, and hopefully, you know, my arm muscles will be popping, my quads will be popping again, and my booty will be a little at the top, but it's gonna be very, very subtle. You might not even notice it, but again, giving you realistic expectations. So what I'll do is in 8 weeks, I'll film, you know, a physique update, and we'll compare both sides, and then the lean bulk will continue, and every 8 weeks I will show you the progress that has been made. I'm very excited for that. If you guys have any ideas for what the name of the series should be, can you please comment that below, because I don't know. I don't want to call it like lean bulk. Like, how obvious is that? I want it to be something exciting, fun, empowering. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to try and go train now, and I'll be back momentarily. Well, this is where the elevators are. So it looks like I can't train, so I'm just going to go walk down all the stairs and go to the hospital. Oh, I can hear Prince howling. Can you hear that? Baba, I'll be back. Just got back from the hospital, and they told me I got food poisoning again. What? And then I was like, well, can I go back to eating like normal? They normally tell you to like have broth and crackers and stuff, and he's like, yeah, you can go back to eating normal. I'm like, this is making absolutely no sense. Oh snap, for the first time in a long time, I'm going to be doing a workout voiceover because I figure it would be very beneficial, especially to start off the new year. So to start off, I am going to be doing goblet squats. While this is predominantly a quad movement, I actually feel it obviously as I come back up in my glutes. The form for this, I just like to put my feet about shoulder width apart, a little wider, and my feet are angled outward. I hold this right at my chest, and I go as deep as I can. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 with this particular movement. Moving on to Bulgarian split squats. Do not let this particular ladylike, cute glute workout fool you. This is probably one of the hardest workouts that I have done to date. I'm only using 15-pound dumbbells, and I genuinely felt like I could fail at any point. So with this, I do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps on each leg. I think there were certain points where I could only do 9 reps, but I like to put my foot back on the bench, get as far forward as I can. I do this little bunny hop thing, and then I just do a lunge and stay in place. Don't be surprised if your first time you lose balance a couple times, but push through it until you are feeling like you could fail within 1 to 2 reps. You're going to especially feel this in your hammies, so put in the work, Bobo. Let them hammies pop, let that booty pop. I promise you it is well worth it. So for the third movement, we are doing reverse lunges off a deficit, and again, this is 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Now the reason I do it off a deficit is because I am very short, so any extra depth I can get while lunging is always going to work in my favor. I really enjoy these. Reverse is great because it really helps you with stabilization, whereas walking lunges can be a bit more difficult and it's easier to wobble from side to side. But I just use 10 pounds. I actually have quite a narrow stance, and I just slide my leg back. This particular movement is definitely targeted at your quads, but you're going to notice that you're going to feel some pain in your glutes as well, or not pain, but rather soreness. It's going to help you through the movement, and on top of that, your hamstrings are also going into effect here as a stabilizer through the workout. So it is kind of like a full little lower body workout, but definitely focused on the quads. Also, while reverse lunges are easier for balance, don't be surprised if once you switch legs, you start to lose your balance a little bit like I do right here, because your legs just start to get fatigued pretty easily, especially when you are new to the movement. Fourth movement, machine leg press, 2 sets of 15 reps. So it seems like no matter how close I get on a leg press machine, it's never close enough. I actually got a comment on YouTube that was really helpful, and it was basically that as I push away to lift my butt off of the seat, and that'll kind of help me activate the glutes more. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt the burn like crazy. I also like to put my hand on my glutes to make sure I am firing properly, because it can be very easy to start to get quad dominant, especially with this movement. Fifth and final movement involving weight is going to be the leg curl machine, and that's going to be 2 sets of 12 reps. As you can see, this is predominantly focused on your hamstrings, and I actually like to immediately push down and sort of do a negative going up just to really feel the burn. I'm only doing 2 sets here, so I really want to make them count, and I freaking love this. I used to hate this machine, but now I live for the burn, as crazy as that sounds. So working on the hamstrings here, and you will feel the burn if you do that negative. Trust me, give it a shot. Second to last is body weight squats for 2 sets of 25. I actually have this in as a filler because of the fact that I cannot actually use a barbell on my back right now. And it's funny because when I look at these, I'm like, my depth looks crazy. It just doesn't look accurate. But obviously a body weight squat is gonna look a lot different as opposed to using a barbell. But for me, it's just to keep the patterning normalized, and as well, the 25 reps really does give you a burn. Like, you think, oh, 25 reps, like it's just your body weight, you're gonna be fine. No, absolutely not. I sweat the absolute most after I complete these. When you actually only did 18 reps. Okay, the final movement is gonna be a body weight glute hip thrust on a bench, and again, this is 2 sets of 25. So with this, same as usual, I like to get my feet to the point where it's a little under a 90-degree angle as I am coming up and squeezing my glutes, and I have my feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, or maybe exactly shoulder width apart, and I just thrust up and I squeeze my glutes at the top. This and cable pull-throughs definitely make for a great final burnout set on your leg or booty day. I just got caught up for the last hour and a half planning my trip to Thailand that me and my best friend Diamond are taking next month. I'm so excited. We're going for 2 weeks, and it's been a dream trip of ours for the last year practically a year and a half now. So just got caught up in that. I just had my dinner and it was just some grilled chicken, rice, and broccoli and cauliflower seasoned with like garlic, salt, and pepper. And yeah, so I'm going to end off this video here. Make sure to like the video if you want me to talk about my 2017 resolutions in the next video. I think it'd be really cool to kind of let you guys know some of the plans. I have some secret plans that I can't share yet, but I think it would be cool to give you guys an idea, and then you guys can comment yours below and it'd be this whole cool thing. So anyway, that's it for today's video. It feels good to be back. That is it for now. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much. I missed you so much. Happy New Year. Let's kick off 2017 the right way. Peace out.